Inside one apartment, a young man sits hunched over his notebook, scribbling in quiet solitude, the soft light of the desk lamp casting shadows across his thoughtful face. His name is Chen Li. He pauses, sensing something, and turns, just as the door bursts open. Yang Jiner stumbles in, soaked to the skin. "Damn, I'm all wet," she grumbles, her heels slipping off as she limps toward the hallway. "I have to go change clothes quickly." But from behind the desk, Chen Li's eyes glint. A rare, knowing smile curls across his lips as he observes her. She freezes, sensing his gaze, her eyes wide, caught off guard. "Chen Li?" He raises a hand in greeting, casually twirling a pen, the notebook still in his grasp, a hint of amusement in his voice. "Yo." "Chen Li, you arrived from work. I didn't bother you, right?" He shrugs, smiling gently. "It's nothing." She stands there, stunned into silence. She turns away, her heart pounding. He is just an adopted son. But something's changed. What's with him today? Her thoughts race. How did he become kind of handsome? And there he sits, calm, elegant, mysterious. Chen Li, the boy once overlooked, is suddenly impossible to ignore. Meanwhile, just beyond the door, Yang Jiner clutches herself, flustered. How can I react like this? From an ordinary man so easily? Shame burns red across her cheeks. She scolds herself, yet can't explain this strange magnetic pull. She forces a smile, brushing off her confusion. He doesn't have a mansion in the city center or tens of millions in the bank. I'm going back to my room first, so you should take a rest. Good night. With a quick wave, she vanishes behind the door, the click of the lock marking her retreat. Chen Li watches the door silently, a faint smirk forming. No words, just quiet calculation behind glassy lenses. Adjusting his glasses with a flick of his finger, he lets out a wry sigh. Oh, beautiful and smart woman who can hold on to the bottom line. He leans back smugly. It's not something ordinary people can enjoy. But then, his tone shifts. A whisper curls from his lips. But I am no longer an ordinary person. He flips through the black book as a digital storm of power brews. Once I gained the ability to control time, I learned to buy and sell it like goods. He opens a contract, etched not in ink, but in fate. Time acquisition contract. Rules written with chilling precision. No exposure, no modification, no refund. Once the deal is made, there is no escape. His gaze narrows as a sinister smile crosses his face. From now on, I am a time merchant. I can buy time from people and sell it at a high price to others. He clutches the ledger like a sacred relic. The gears of destiny begin to turn. So, seated before a glowing cosmic clock, Chen Li's eyes gleam with ambition. Who will be lucky enough to be my first customer? Morning breaks. A quiet city stirs to life. Skyscrapers glint in the sun, unaware that something unimaginable is walking among them. In the park, Chen Li sits alone on a bench, a case at his feet, eyes sharp with determination. In order to achieve my first-time acquisition, he grips the case tightly. I took out almost all of my savings and came here to find the first customer. He scans the crowd. Golden gears spin in his eyes. This old man has almost run out of time and does not meet my requirements. A mother and daughter pass by. Chen Li shakes his head with mild annoyance. Well, this is not suitable for mother and daughter either. Adjusting his glasses, his voice hardens. Although I can deal with anyone who sells their time for money. He sighs, thoughtful. I still hope their remaining lifespan can be longer. After all, your most important treasure is your life, right? Suddenly, his gaze narrows. A man whispers desperately into his phone. Ching ching. I will be able to collect enough money to buy you an iPhone right away. Wearing a giant bear costume, the man laughs nervously. Don't worry, I do several jobs. I will definitely give you a big gift on your birthday. A man in a suit shouts sternly, pointing down the path. Hey, don't be lazy. There are still many flyers that have not been distributed. Jang Bowen flinches, sweat dripping from his brow. Chen Li stands up from the bench, his eyes locked on his target. Okay, I have to go. I'm busy. Wait for my good news. As Jang hands out flyers in his bear costume, the golden letters appear. Name, Jang Bowen. Age 21. Remaining lifespan, 65 years, 126 months, 13 weeks, 49 days, and 17 hours. Chen Li smirks, eyes glowing. Ha ha! My first customer. His gaze sharpens like a hawk locking onto prey. You are the one. Later, the part-time boss slaps money into Jung's hand. Because you were lazy, a part of the pay has been deducted, then adds with a tinge of respect. But for your honesty, Jung bows deeply. Yes, thank you for having me. Take care. He looks at the crumpled money in his hands with resolve. Alas, I still have a long way. I have to work hard. Anyway, my girlfriend's phone must be bought. He raises a fist into the air. I will continue this afternoon. The buzz of a street filled with signs and chatter. Jung shouts energetically, Boss, come here with the cheapest fried noodles. A voice replies from the kitchen. Okay, wait a minute. Jung slumps down at a table, utterly drained. Ha, I'm exhausted. Zheng Bowen slouches in the noodle shop, utterly drained. The weight of work and obligation hangs on his shoulders like bricks. Another cheap meal, another exhausting day. A familiar man in glasses approaches. He sets a black briefcase on the table with a knowing smirk. Eh? Zheng leans in, wary. You are? His eyes widen in panic. Who are you? Chen Li flashes a dangerous grin, flipping open a golden pocket watch. Time stop. The cityscape glitches. The world halts. Stopped! Jung stumbles up from the chair, disoriented. What's going on? He spins to the crowd. Did you do this? Utter stillness. A bowl midair, noodles frozen. A patron locked mid-bite. The restaurant caught in time's snare. Chen Li calmly adjusts his glasses. Don't worry, I'm just taking our time. He leans closer, made a small change to the surrounding flow. In the kitchen, the chef stirs in impossible slow motion. Vegetables mid-toss, oil mid-flicker. Now the sounds and movements of the outside world are moving extremely slow. It looks like it's stopped. Zheng backs away, overwhelmed. What are you looking for? Chen Li steps forward, placing his hand firmly on the table. Please allow me to introduce myself. Zheng Bowen, still unsettled, responds cautiously. Yes. Chen Li bows slightly, his voice calm but commanding. You can call me A. He straightens with a sharp glint in his eyes. Time merchant. Zheng Bowen narrows his eyes in disbelief. What? I've never heard of a time merchant. Are you a lunatic? Chen Li's half-smile deepens. His glasses gleam, unnervingly calm. He doesn't answer. He doesn't need to. The wall clock ticks in a strange echo. Mr. Zheng, don't be nervous. Chen Li reclines, casual as a breeze. I've wandered the world for countless years. I buy time and lifespan from people and resell it to those capable and in need. Zheng stiffens. How do you know my last name? Chen Li exhales softly, then raises a hand. A red glow sparks, energy warping space. From nothing, words materialize in midair. Name, Zheng Bowen. Age 21. Remaining lifespan, 65 years, 126 months, 13 weeks, 48 days, and 17 hours. Zheng's eyes widen in horror. Is this? Chen Li smirks. It seems you can live at least 80 years. What a really long life. With a close, calculating gaze, the bespectacled man leans forward. His voice is calm, yet charged with unsettling purpose. So, Mr. Zhang, I don't know if you are willing to sell me a little extra time? Zhang tenses. His fists clench over his knees. He hesitates, his voice barely audible. But is it really sellable? Confusion floods his face. Doubt clings to every word. I don't know the price. The silence breaks violently. With a sharp motion, the mysterious man slams a black case onto the table. Metal clasps snap open. A dramatic display of precision and power, the lid creaks open. Stacks of money, crisp and glimmering, fill the case. His voice cuts through the tension like a blade. This needs to be based on the value you earn in a year, but you are just a student now, so I should set out 300k yuan for a year of your life. Zhang freezes. The number echoes in his mind. 300k. The thought stabs deeper. Most ordinary people don't earn that in a year. Then realization dawns, his inner voice trembling. No, what I want to sell is my life. If I die prematurely, I will suffer. With eerie grace, the time merchant raises the glowing contract high into the air. Purple wisps of arcane energy twist and curl around it, dancing like spirits summoned from the void. His expression remains unreadable, calm, certain, inevitable. If you are willing to sell, in that moment, the contract no longer feels like paper, but a gateway, a pact, a price on time itself. The man slides a sleek contract forward, red letters glowing ominously. Time acquisition contract. He commands, without pause, sign your name here. Zhang's eyes widen. Sweat beads across his face. He doesn't speak, just stares. The weight of the moment crushes him. He turns away, staring into the void. His thoughts whirl with desperation and temptation. But even if I sell 1 year, I can still live a long time, right? Then another spark of reasoning. If I get 300k immediately, I can buy a gift for Ching Ching. His mind drifts, the contract still burning in his thoughts. But I can't help but thinking about all the things I want to buy. Desire begins to eclipse reason. Longings once dismissed as impossible now dance at the edge of reality. Temptation sinks its claws in deep. The thought echoes in his mind, resigned, calculating. Anyway, the part-time job is just spending time to make money. The time merchant watches silently, letting the tension thicken before speaking with cool detachment. Have you considered it? If you can't make a decision. He rises smoothly, adjusting his cuffs. Then I will be leaving. As if the offer of a lifetime were just another transaction, about to vanish. Suddenly, he snaps forward, voice cracking with desperation. Wait! His eyes burn with determination, veins pulsing with resolve. It's just a year. I will sell. In that moment, fear is buried beneath need. 1 year of life for a chance at